track athletes are always on kind of a tightrope, getting the work in and not trying not to get sick and injured. What kind of obstacles did you overcome along the way?
You know, it wasn't really smooth, but it was as smooth as I would like it. We had a couple of problems a couple of weeks before with a track session that didn't really go to plan, but you know, I was confident going in, and it was just one little blimp, and I've had that before, so you know, I just needed to stay confident, and I was able to do that. So,
what do you contribute to your early success in indoor and outdoor track?
I would say a great base. So through cross country, I redshirted through cross country, and I built up quite a lot of miles, which meant that, you know, coming into track season, I was able to, you know, maneuver myself through the rounds easier with that mileage base, and just topped it up with speed when it came to track season. So
those races can be really tense, just trying to get it right and make the right move at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it went well for you. How did you manage
that? You know, I'd done a lot of research on some of these guys, and it was needed because these guys are really, really good. So I knew when I needed to make my move, I had to make it as certain as possible and pushed as hard as I could, and didn't look back. But you know, I had a lot of things going in my head, and I've ran a lot of races in my time, so I used all that experience to maneuver myself through that round. So yeah.
When did you start running, and what made you choose running?
I started running really early, about 9 years old, and to be honest, it was just another sport for me, and another sport to tire myself out for my parents before going to bed. So, you know, I really enjoyed it, and I had early success there. So I also did it with my brother early on, which made it, you know, even more fun for me. And then just slowly but surely the other sports kind of dropped off, and this is the one I was left with, because I was the most successful at this one, and I enjoyed it the most. So yeah, it's where I saw a future for myself.
Do you hope to compete in the Olympics?
I hope so. Yeah, I have the qualifying time from this year is quicker than the standard than it was last year. So you know, hopefully 2020 I'll be there.
And what's next for you in the career?
Okay, so I've got a race in just over 2 weeks' time. So it's the World Championship trials. So if I come top 2 in that, I should be going to the World Championships in London in August.
So you'll be going home?
Yeah, so either way I'm going home. I'm going home in 2 weeks yesterday, and then going straight to the trials. So the trials are in Birmingham this year.
Do you think the altitude of training in New Mexico helps you?
Of course it does, yeah. It's worked really well. Looking like going straight from altitude down to sea level to race, it just makes me feel brilliant. So, you know, it's been ideal for that sort of thing. And being up here for 2 years, it seems to really pay off now. Now I've been up here for so long.
What's your favorite part about running in New Mexico?
You know, the trails. I run a lot down at the Hispanic Cultural Center, and I just love those trails because they go on forever, and like the soft ground makes it a lot easier on the legs. So you know, I enjoy it down there. So you know, I mean, there's unlimited trails here, and I can go up higher in elevation to go and run up in the Sandias, or I can stay down here and run at the Hispanic, or I can get flat, hard ground to run quick. So it's ideal.
You were just encouraged to say something nice about Joe. Joe and the coaching staff in general. How much?
They're brilliant. They were the main reason I came to New Mexico. I knew how much success that they had as bringing through even Brit Milers, which was just a huge confidence boost for me. And I can put a lot of credit down to Joe, because he's done a lot of work with me, and he's been patient, and he's been precise with his training. So he's been great.
One question completely off the subject. How long did it take you to be comfortable driving on the right side of the road?
I didn't drive for a while here. I just got a car this semester, so I'm in my 4th semester. So I would say 3 semesters driving in other people's cars in a passenger seat is allowed me to do that. So.
Is there anything you'd like to add that we haven't asked you?
No. I mean, it's just the weather. The weather's great here, isn't it? Like, again, Scotland, Scotland's obviously raining and wet and cold most of the time, so training here is a lot easier to get out of bed in the morning because it's nice and warm. So I mean, that's the only difference.
Academics, where are you? What are you majoring in?
Okay, so I'm majoring in communications. So I'm obviously my sophomore year, so I'm just getting through my classes as well as possible and just trying to get those credits done. I'm in the 3-2 program as well, so I'm hoping to get an MBA.
radio, TV in your future, maybe?
We'll see, maybe. I'm not quite certain on it yet, but hopefully there's a professional career before that happens as well.
Don't go into newspapers, whatever you do.
Sounds good.